Today's ridiculous theory. This used to be a bowling green. Until some inconsiderate person put this huge statue here. Hey guys, Millionaires here playing some Katrielle, Layton and the Millionaires Ratman. Yeah. We are in Bowling Green. On the tail of Ratman. Stash and graphing. What is going on? What are you doing in this run? That's what I want to ask you. What are you doing in this rundown shadow of former glory? That's a way to describe an area. Make sure none of the locals are listening. We're investigating the so-called powerhouse of justice, Ratman. Have you ever met him? Someone that Stash and Scarfin's not met? Stash and Scarfin's met everyone, surely. What? That's madness. Do you know about the Bowling Man enshrined in metal throughout? Is he the guy that's right above your head? A relic of the past. The Bowling Man. You mean the statue? That's no game of bowling that I've ever seen. The balls are usually a bit smaller. Many a long year has the Bowling Man watched over the green here, watched fortunes come and go. Of course, he wasn't always called that. But over time, because of the place here in Bowling Green, people gave him that name. Was his name before Atlas or something? I think the possibly best is his size. Isn't he a little too grand for this park? A sign of the times, you see. In days gone by, this whole area was grand. Now all that remains is this statue and people's memories. Alright, so my ridiculous theory has been proven wrong. Fair enough. Fair enough. It was but a time when this area's fortunes were a little bit different. It's rather sad. It was not a bowling green at all. It's just the place is called Bowling Green. God, how can I be so silly? Ratman, hey, puzzle! What up, Ratman? I mean, Ratboy. I mean, Rat Kid. You live near here? Yeah, just over there. I come to this park all the time. I love your outfit. Do you like superheroes? Superheroes are the greatest. They're not scared of anyone. That's right. They're splendid, aren't they? You like superheroes too? My favourite's Ratman. Really? I would never ever have guessed. What is going on with the nose? And can he actually even see out of that? I don't know. My favourite superhero is Professor Layton. He's the best. He's stronger than anyone. He could even solve this thing. Okay. Cool. Is it a puzzle about punching people? Core War. Puzzle number 87. Core War. A big bad block monster has appeared. Oh no, not a big bad block monster, and it's scaring the little birdie in the bottom left corner. Oh, that's so sad. Very comic book style. I kind of like that. That's very thematic. Big bad block monster has appeared. You can defeat the monster by destroying all the blocks, but attacking blocks that are not core blocks does nothing. Selecting a core block, a block with a shining red orb, will destroy both that block and the blocks around it that have arrows pointing their way. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. So, is the answer here start from the top? Is that what we're saying here? Yeah, because we don't want to do that, for example. But I don't see what's wrong with doing any of this. Yeah, I don't see what's wrong with doing any of this at all. Yay, we rescued little chickadees!
That's a relief.
That is such a relief, Ernest. I know. I was getting worried about for all the chickadees. The chicks have been safely returned to their parents, and Ratman secretly defended the city from harm. Secretly defended the city from this giant monster made of stone on the rampage. And it will only forever be told in legends and puzzles. Such is the life of the Ratman. Good defeats evil once again. That was amazing, wasn't it? You're like a superhero too. I don't think Ratman actually fights monsters though, does he? I mean, yeah, sure. You believe in yourself, kid. You can fight any monsters or establishments you want. And I bet he'd win if he did too. You sound like a Ratman's #1 fan. No one likes Ratman more than me. And Mummy even got me this cool suit. I bet you don't have a Ratman outfit. You don't know my life. I could have a Ratman outfit. I would never admit to it in public, but I could have a Ratman outfit. Have you ever seen Ratman then? Or been helped by him even? Ratman only comes out at night. I'm always in bed. Good for you. I have to go now or Mum will get angry. Still feel like someone's watching us. Oh god, what are you? That's a face. That is a face and some amazing mohawk. Look, that chap's staring just at us. I don't like this look of him. Ah, good. Let's go ask him some questions. I don't think that's a good idea, Miss Layton. He could be dangerous. We want the information we need if we'd let fear stand in our way. Come along. Oh, we got another piece of the puzzle, another piece of the pie. Midnight superhero. This will be the fact that he only comes out at night. Several witnesses have said Ratman only appears at night, clearly when most crimes are committed, but would that mean he never appears in the day? Probably. He's busy at work, you know, he's got a newspaper firm to manage. Alright, you at the oh, he's gone. Okay. He's running away! Suspicious. He seems to be deliberately avoiding us. Should we try to call him a cat? Of course, now I've got to ask him why he ran away from us. He ran off down the street there. After him. Come on, you two. We are chasing people down in the street. Again, it's that same thing that happened in the other case. We're just kind of chasing someone with the only real suspicion that we have is they look a bit suspicious, don't they? They look a bit dodge. Let's just... I don't really feel comfortable with this, but whatever. Bowling Hill. A rundown backwater alley. I mean, we are being kind of weird, especially with our dog dressed like that. I mean, people will stare. That's something you can't really avoid. They don't believe in street lighting in Bowling Hill, it seems. There's street lights right there. What are you talking about? Most other parts of the town have excellent lighting at night. I mean, yeah, one of them flickering. And look at this litter. I'm afraid the rumours were right. This is not a nice area at all. Oh no, litter? How awful. Even there's at least a bin here. And a fire hydrant in London for some reason. And I'm not sure why that is. No, okay. Are you friends, Ernest? Well, I wouldn't say. I mean, I'm just being alert. Oh, really going to stop people and ask them questions, miss? Definitely. After all, everyone keeps telling us this is the place where Ratman usually appears. So we've got the best chance of finding someone else who's met him here, haven't we? Sure do. Like that, like our good friend over there. Recycled NPC 142. But yeah, we need to look around for stuff first. Right, you! Oh, I can't turn that one off like I could with the O in the sign. I thought I was the master of all flickering lights, but now it just turns out that I'm just a master of some flickering lights. Oh, could you imagine? Hey, there's a puzzle here. It's hard to read that sign in the dark, isn't it? A neon sign's what they need. That would stand out a mile around here. Neon. Ah, this reminds me of a puzzle. It's a line I don't get to use that often in this game, actually. It's not really Katrielle's thing. That's something that she's inherited, but is trying to move away from. So she does avoid using it where possible. Puzzle number 88, neon lights. Here we have some neon signs. One of the 3 signs is still not switched on. Each sign contains 2 letters which are lined up in a uniform way. What are the letters on the 3rd sign? Here we have some neon signs. One of the 3 signs is still not switched on. Each sign contains 2 letters which are lined up in a uniform way. Oh, yeah, okay, cool. GH. C, D, E, F, G, H. For some reason, somebody is spelling out the alphabet in neon signs. Nobody questions him. Nobody questions him. He's just the guy, you know, that arranges neon signs in alphabetical order, and nobody stops him. Because would you? Would you if somebody was doing it in your time? No, you would not. You would not go near him. You call the police. Now the neon letter was like to be switched on. It's much easier to see the letters. And we've solved 88 puzzles. Was that puzzle 88? I think it was. This sign is just right as it is already for the... Right, this sign is just right as it is already for the back streets of Bowling Hill. Okay. I suppose neon might be a little much for a place like this. Sure. That was an interaction. Alright. Tell me what you know about Ratman. Have you seen him? Are you a big fan? Are you suddenly a big fan? We're sorry to bother you. We're looking for people who might have seen Ratman. Ratman, you say, fiend? Oh, aye, many a time here in Bowling Hill. Many a time, really? To be sure, I was even helped by him the one time, you know. Who was even helped by him? We're finding a nice mix of people that were helped by him or have never seen him before. And yet we're giving each of them equal screen time. We'd love to hear it if you don't mind. I don't mind one bit, miss. It must have been 6 months back now. Need a little harp music for the reminiscing. Come back here, you little tyke. Give me that back. Now, what's the use? He's too quick for me. Where's someone to help when you need him, eh? Like a rodent from the gutter, he appears! Crooks and villains tremble in fear. The power mouse of justice is here. Dun-na-na-na-na-na-na. Dun-na-na-na-na-na-na. Ratman. Nothing escapes these murine ears. Is murine the word for mouse, like mousy? Mouse, like equine and canine? I guess it must be. I heard your cries, I heard your tears. What's problems? Ugly napper rears. Man, you'll never believe it. I queued up 2 hours, so I did. 2 hours to buy that special sandwich, and then that pesky mutt came and nabbed it right out of my hand. I like the attempt on the belt buckle to avoid Disney copyright issues. That's what I'm going to take that as. What a disaster, what a mishap, but Ratman now is on the attack. Justice for the thief of your snack. Oh, why is this not a musical? Hold it right there, Pooch. Aroo. Ah, justice once more wins the day. The dog's conscience has its way. I had a hunch it would drop your lunch, and without a single punch. Justice is done, we all had fun, but now Ratman must run. I love this. I love everything about this case. Bless you, Ratman, you're a true gent, so you are. Ha 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 ha. Ah, one of Ratman's famous laughing fits. And that was that. I got me precious Sambo back. Sambo? That's a word I've never heard before, but and yet couldn't understand what it is in context. It was all thanks to Ratman. I had no idea Ratman helped people in sandwich emergencies, the worst kind of emergencies. Bet Batman doesn't do that. Ratman helps anyone who needs it. Only just lately, no one's seen him at all. I can't imagine what's happened to him. So even here in Bowling Hill, Ratman's not been seen for some time. Oh, but I've seen other famous folk these parts, so I have. Okay, like who? Like that stinking rich fiend with the glasses. What's his name? Yep, Sans Cheese or Sans Cheese. Yeah, I don't know, it just feels too obvious. I'm almost 100% sure that's what it is. Like, I know I've joked about other people being him, but like, yeah, it's clearly him. You see Miss Chance to hear in Bowling Hill, you mean? Aye, to be sure, lots of times. Can't imagine what business the fiend has here, though. Well, those narrowed eyes. I don't think we've ever seen him in this angry a pose before. Neither can I. I wonder why he comes here so often. Beats me, but I'd like to ask him. Alright, we're certain that Ratman has not been seen around here these past months. What is our next move? Then again, you know, the thing that's always obvious in these so far has been the red herring, so that could always be that. There's the Mongol that ran off before. It's almost like he's spying on us. Let's go! Chase him down! Yeah, he disappeared again. that was a very feeble chase attempt. He's just vanished again. I think he went down that street there. Shall we give chase, miss? Alright, let's go. We're going to... Oh, this nice, friendly-looking little back alley. Yes! Perfect! Let's go to this... Oh, casual dead end in the middle of nowhere. This looks so much like one of the screens in Last Spectre. So much like one of the screens in Last Spectre. Where you first meet Puzzlette. Man, I'm getting real flashbacks here. It's a dead end! A dark dead end. Mohican. Yeah, this is no place for the likes of you. You don't want to be around these parts, lady. Not if you like that pretty face of yours. Get it? What you case? Where's that trouble? I'm not scared of you. An English gentlewoman does not succumb to petty threats. Here, have a puzzle. Reckon you're pretty tough, do ya? Very well, I still can't, Miss Layton. Let me deal with this bully. Your knight in shining armour is the princess. I think I'm going to blab. Alright, if you want to save your girl, let's see if you get your head around this puzzle. This is the latest in gangster violence. Is just, yeah, let's hand out puzzles to people. Puzzle number 89. Sorry, I can't get over how segued this one is. This one is in there. Puzzle number 89, Dragon Question. These animals all got together and counted up the number of something in their names. The frog had 1, the bird had 4, and the rabbit had 5. How many did the dragon have? The number of something in their names. The number of something in their names. Just gonna say that one more time. The number of something in their names. Okay. I do not know. I was thinking it would be the enclosures, but because there's 4 in there. There are 5 in there because that A is not connected, but then this one has 2. So it's not that. Unless it's just enclosures in letters that... Oh, no, that'd be ridiculous. I don't know. I do not know. What else is there about their letters in their... I guess it might not necessarily be the letters in their names. It could be something. The number of something in their names. I mean, frog's not necessarily his name. It's just his species, right? How can you possibly tell? These little enclosures seem so perfect, but I don't know why it's 1 for frog. So okay, what else could it be? Now there's 4 in bird, so if we assume that every character in bird matches it, or maybe some characters match it multiple times. Okay, I'm gonna stare at this puzzle for a little while longer, I think. Because I'm getting too hung up. So the problem is, with a puzzle like this, it's one of those where you have to get on the same wavelength as the designer. We've shown throughout this series that I'm not on the same wavelength as the designer, like 99% of the time. So now I've gotten hung up over it being these little enclosures, and I can't shake the feeling that it's wrong, but I think... who knows? But now I can't see anything but these little enclosures, so I'm trying to look for other features of the words that... that it could be. What does so I'm focusing on these 2. What does frog only have 1 of that bird has 4 of? It's clearly not vowels consonants. It's clearly not it's clearly not like number of vertical lines, because that's got 2. It's clearly not number of horizontal lines, because that's got 2. Not enclosures. We've already been through that. And that's all I can see now. All I can see is the number of freaking enclosures. It's not letters, obviously. It's going to be something stupid. And I'm going to need to just get on the same wavelength as the puzzle designer to actually even figure it out, I think. Should we use a hint coin? Yeah, let's use a hint coin. That's probably a better idea than cutting and trying to figure it out. There's clearly something. And I'm just not seeing it. So what are we looking at? The appearance of the animals is not important. It's just their names we're looking at. All right. Well, I could have told you that, given that the description you've literally told me something the description actually tells us, which in most puzzles is not much. I've got to be honest. But thank you. Count the letters that appear in their names. 4, 4, 6. It's not that. Alright. Next one. Continuing on from hint 2, the letter you should be counting is D. What? The letter you should... Oh, number of Ds. Okay, I see. Alright. So it kind of was the enclosures. He's got 2. I don't know. I feel like enclosures would have been cleaner, but... Yeah, it's kind of Ds, because there's a D at the top of R. There's a two Ds in a B, if you're very, very generous.
I see how to solve this now. Any mystery or any puzzle solved.
Yeah. Yeah. Number of D shapes in their names. So I was very much on the right track, but it's just I had to figure out. It's just weird that O wasn't counted, and I get that O is not a D shape, obviously, but I just couldn't see past that. Yeah, not bad, mate. Not bad. That's totally not the accent I was using. A puzzle like that wouldn't trip me up. Not when Miss Layton's safety depends on it. Fancy yourself, do you? Don't you dare lay a finger on Miss Layton, you rapscallion! Oh my god, Ernest is angry. This is Ernest. Look at those fists. He's got fists ready to punch. Looks like I was worrying about nothing if you're that sure of yourself. Now you listen to me. I suppose you're one of the gang members who's been threatening to mug people around here, are you? Not into that stuff anymore. I wasn't trying to get money off you, if that's what you're thinking. I was just trying to tell you to go home. It's not safe for it. He was just trying to protect us. He's just a good guy. Oh, running away from us like that. That was a weird way of telling us to, of trying to tell us to go home by running away from us and then luring us into a back alley. But you know, sure. That's, yeah, I definitely did not come across. Sounds like he's not all bad, this guy. Maybe just a bit misunderstood. Hey, nice dog. He's well cute. Come here, boy, and let me give you a stroke. How'd you look at Shirley? He wants to give you a stroke. He'll give me a heart attack as well, probably. Alright, he's Mo. Bowling Ill here is my patch. In that case, I don't suppose you know anything about Ratman, do you? Ratman? Of course I know Ratman. It was Ratman that sorted me out. Stopped me dissing everyone. Oh no, that's the greatest of crimes. Nobody wants to be dissed. Tell us exactly what happened. Alright then, must have been about, what, 3 months ago? Something like that anyway. Ooh, cutscene. An actual cutscene.
Please, be a good sport.
All right, Bowlhead, give us your wallet.
Stop, you goons.
Who the heck are you?
How?
10 out of 10.
Ratman sends you to your doom.
Oh my god, is that the fusion dance? I'm sure that was the fusion dance pose. Ah, whatever. Alright, ugh, arg. It hurt when you hit the paving. That's what you get for misbehaving. This life of crime has to stop. It's hurting others, like your pop. You're not hurting others? What are you on about? Your mum and dad, my friend. You're driving them round the bend. Oh, is he Mohican's dad? Maybe. Me mum and da. Oh no, he won't be because he can. Yeah, that's a last name, isn't it? You always forget with these names. I suppose they probably are worried about me, and this changed his life forever. Your wounds will only need a plaster, but your parents' hearts approach disaster. Go straight, return them from sorrow's gate. It's gone too far, it's too late. You can soothe their aching hearts by making 1 or 2 new starts. Perhaps it's daunting knowing the stakes, but I believe you've got what it takes. Oh no, stop rhyming. There's too many rhymes. I wish you every success, and now I have to run, I confess. Superheroes only ever talk in rhymes. Tonight is a fateful night for me, the greatest event in my history. It's probably going to be. Goodbye, goodbye. Now I really must fly. Oh, this case is so ridiculous. I love it. And I haven't seen him again since then. Last glimpse I had of him, he had a real odd look on his face. I reckon he was going off after the big boys, off to take out the heavy mob. He was, if you ask me. But doesn't Ratman always wear a mask? How can you tell what sort of expression he had on his face? And who do you mean exactly by the heavy mob? You know what I'm talking about, right? Just, you know, the Mafia. All superheroes have got an arch enemy. Of course they do. The point is, Rayman swords... Rayman... Again, I'm reading it as Rayman. Why am I reading it as Rayman? That's why I've been trying to do what I can around here to make sure the place is safe, like what Rayman was doing. If that's what it was about... If that was about 3 months ago, that was about the time Rayman went missing. Perhaps somewhere around here we might find a clue as to why he's disappeared. Okay. Well, we get ourselves the next piece of the pie. Night 3 months earlier. So we've got both sides of the cape. We just need the top and the bottom halves now. Just before the last time he was seen, Ratman revealed he was about to face a life-changing event. Could that be related to the threatening note Cat received? I wonder what that was. What are you doing? Why? Like, this is just a random dead end in a random street in random London. I understand why he'd be here, but you... Whatever. Alright, next time when we return, we'll investigate this dead end, because we need to find some pink coins. But I'm not going to risk finding a puzzle at this point, because this episode's already kind of gone. See you next time, folks!